your film, honestly. So we have been meeting, like we met 2 days back, and I didn't know that such a beautiful film is made, because the best thing about this film, your film was, which I felt, one, it's a very, very serious topic, and you have dealt it very differently with humor. So you don't feel bored, you don't feel stressed and heavy. At the same time, you receive that message what you want to say, and because you are telling it the way you have portrayed, we all accept it very easily. So even the people who don't accept this reality of sexual choices or choices of your relationship, they will accept it. I think this kind of movies should be widely shown, and I think Mr. Vivek is sitting here. He always picks such kind of films which do great, have good messages. So we should all help this film to, reach out to the wider audience, because this is a very, very important film. And I loved your climax scene when she turns and it's her mother. That's it all.
Thank you. So that scene, there was one line in there which I told my director, who's not here, Amit Patel, you have to keep this line in there. And it's a line where Suno Sabdi, Karo Apni. So it starts with the grandmother and it finishes with the mother. And that line, I told him it had to be in there because that really brings home the point that Suno Sabdi is listen to everyone, Karo Apni is do what you want. Do what your heart feels right.
Yeah.
So
That's a great line.
thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, Rohit.
Sure. So I'm Rohit Chandra. You can, yeah, sure.
I'm Rohit Chandra. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm also one of the judges, along with Suraja and Menon. So I wanted to comment. Manpreet, I thought, was so true to life. It really hit home to the point where I was asked by someone who I sort of peripherally knew to explain why there was stigma against mental health treatment in the Indian community, and specifically about a case, someone who was LGBTQ. How do you handle this when someone is coming out to the family? And I had just watched your film, and I said, I just watched a film that depicted beautifully how it should be done, that someone from the parents' generation who is, kind of an ally should intervene. Because it's the intergenerational communication gap is often great, and parents don't listen to kids, kids don't listen to parents sometimes, but parents will listen to their siblings and their peers. So if there is a peer ally, that is really useful in terms of intervention, and that can move the needle. And you just depicted it so beautifully that I just gave this advice to someone who was giving a talk to McKinsey and asking me kind of for advice, like what do I say about treatment of managing mental health stigma and helping LGBT population. So thank you.
No, thank you. I mean, that's the role of Mamaji, right? He's like the big brother, and that's how I want to portray it. And that's, I kept it simple because I didn't want the focus to be on, that character. Right. So that's why literally I had 4 lines in the whole film, and I wrote it that way.
Very effective. Yes.
Tell us who you are.
Hello, my name is Rohan. Thank you very much for hosting the films. I really enjoyed watching them. And I have a question for you about Kaya Pillar. There were a lot of references to Mahabharata, and I thought that was a very intentional choice. A lot of great lines, and a lot of the theme about the film is also about Thakur, right? Like, what is the sort of status that a Thakur has? You don't rent a mercenary to hunt your own prey, right? So a lot of the themes about like almost like Kshatriya class, almost it feels like that,
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk a little bit about that? Is that very deliberate? What kind of emotions, or are you trying to tap into that kind of theme?
So using Mahabharat's references is because we as Indians always relate to Mahabharata whenever there's a story which is related to some kind of courage, fight, or a war. And there's a lot of learning which comes from Mahabharata at the same time. About saying Thakur, it's not deliberate, not targeting any community or any particular class, but because the story was based on those, people, those mafia people who were actually based there. So they used to be the Thakurs, and still in our country, little bit of this exists, that people of upper castes, they rule. So somewhere that was there, but nothing to hurt anybody or anything else, anything like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's someone at the back, in the middle.
Thank you very much. That was really excellent. My name is Moli Ramani. Second time I've been here. I came here last year. Loved it. I had a question about the Mamaji character. The specific point of the movie where it's funny, I was enjoying the movie and I, exactly as you said, enjoying it, very relaxed about the movie, but I did have tension. And the tension was when the Mamaji character went on the website and changed the selection to women seeking women. And it was unclear to me, and maybe it's meant to be unclear, whether he had that permission from the daughter. Did he out the daughter, or did he have the permission from the daughter to tell the mother? And I just want you to, maybe there is no answer, but I'm curious when you wrote it, what you thought about that scene.
Yeah, I mean, there's no specific answer. I mean, basically, the scene before was the basketball scene, and he understands what's happening, and he does. It's not shown there, but he doesn't need to ask permission from the daughter. It's almost like, please help me, reach out to my mom, and that's what he did it through the website. So you're not going to get an answer. Should I talk to your mom or not? Because that's not what the Mamaji character does. He does it out of love. He does it out of understanding what the daughter's going through. And that's exactly what we did. And just so you know, that is a real website. So Auntie Network is a real website.
That's good to know.
Yeah, go check it out.
It's a real website?
Yeah, it's a real website. There's you can do a referral code, Seek Actor NY. You get 10% off.
Anyone from the back? Would love to hear from you guys.
I'm sure everyone is very excited to find the date on that now.
You can find anybody. You can find people 54 years old.
Is that the age limit?
No.
It's an Indian Ashley.
Any questions? Any more comments from the back here? No one's.
So I want to just add one thing. A lot of people
Sure.
did ask me about the Mamaji character,
Mm-hmm.
going forward. So a lot of people asked me, not here, but the previous films also. So I'm actually looking to create a teaser trailer for the second film based on Mamaji character.
Oh, nice. Is
That-
Mama going to go out with a girl?
You have to bring me back next year to see.
All right.
All want the
Everyone to
action.
see. That's
Yeah,
That's
and,
right.
and then possibly a third film also.
Oh
a
my
third
God.
short film.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a
That's
combination of all the stories.
Fantastic.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it can go both ways.
Forget the
Yeah.
Godfather. We got
Someone wants to ask.
Someone in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mamaji's hit